Satire Warning. The following program is fake news and contains edginess, insanity, and an overdose of black pills. Viewer suicide is advised.
And now back to Wheel of Fortune. The category is
people who trespass on homes under construction.
I know it, but I don't think I should say it. All right, I'd like to solve the puzzle. Huh? Oh.
Holy shit, this is gonna be edgy.
Murderous Nazi scum.
Now go in your car. Don't trust me, bro.
Black men, despite them being only 6% of the US population.
Good evening, folks. I'm your host, news reporter, and media pundit, Gill T. Whiteman. Tonight, we have a special program profiling a recent event that shocked the nation, the revival of white supremacist lynchings. Joggers on my mind. Ahmaud Arbery was just a young black man going for a jog who was hunted down and lynched by white supremacists for the mere act of jogging while black. Now, we haven't got the full story yet. All we've got so far is a 36-second leaked video with spotty coverage of the altercation, as well as mugshots of two white racist hillbillies and a picture of the noble young African American in his prom suit. We'll alert you of any more new information that we get during this broadcast. The police and district attorneys are still investigating the case before they rush to any judgments of guilt. But that won't stop us from jumping to conclusions. Is it the elite agenda to divide and conquer people along racial lines? Or are we just trying to keep our dying industry alive with clickbait sensational headlines? Or is it both? You'll never know. 34-year-old hillbilly neo-Nazi Travis Mcmichael has been arrested on charges of murder and aggravated assault, along with his father, retired police officer, aka Pig, 64-year-old Gregory Mcmichael. Now, we haven't been able to dig up any arguably racist posts from their social media yet, so we've created reenactments of the Mcmichaels' daily lives to illustrate what we believe is their true character. Disturbing. Now, we haven't been sent any footage of Ahmaud yet, so here is our recreation of some of the moments in his life before he was lynched at the hands of white supremacists.
Ahmaud still has some challenges ahead, but he plans to keep on inventing and has lofty ambitions for the future.
One achievement from all achievements, it would be to bring peace.
Incredible. A boy genius, gone too soon. Now, the footage taken was spotty, and we still don't have word on how the pursuit began. However, we have made a video recreation of what we believe to have happened moments before this video was shot, based on our predetermined narrative. Yes, that was a recreation of the racist Mcmichael's family chasing down Arbery to murder him in cold blood for the crime of jogging while black. Arbery's family said that he was just out for a Sunday afternoon jog, which leads us to confirm that he was an aspiring athlete training for the Olympics in the decathlon and was a likely contender for world's greatest athlete. Wait. This just in. We've just received some information. On the day of the murder, the Mcmichaels had been alerted by a neighbor that they had just seen a man matching Arbery's description trespassing on a home under construction. There have been multiple reports of trespassing and theft in the neighborhood in preceding months, as well as video footage from the homeowner on social media showing a man trespassing who appears to be Arbery. Travis Mcmichael also called the police weeks earlier to report a trespasser whom looked like Arbery and stated that he was scared because it seemed like the suspect suspect may have been armed by the way he was reaching into his pants. Law enforcement also told homeowner Larry English that he could contact retired officer Gregory Mcmichael to alert him of any trespassers so someone with experience could respond more quickly to the situation. Then later on February 23rd, the day of the tragic event, after being spotted trespassing on the home under construction, Arbery fled the scene, which is when the Mcmichaels got armed and in their pickup truck, along with the man who films the video from another vehicle, in order to make a citizen's arrest. So Arbery was merely browsing around inside a home under construction. Even conservative pundits agree that trespassing repeatedly on a home under construction, including at nighttime, is a thing that manly men do. So if you think otherwise, you're not a real man. You are gay. Arbery's mother also said that he was working to become an electrician after attending South Georgia Technical College from 2012 to 2013. So we believe beyond a reasonable doubt that he was training to be a world champion decathlon athlete, momentarily taking a break to study and mathematically process the building's intricate architectural designs in order to construct his own Wakandan paradise, where black people are free to jog, safe from the tyranny of the evil white man. Little did he know that his dream was about to end at the hands of murderous Nazi scum. So that's the narrative we're going with now. World-class athlete and conceptual architectural engineer Ahmaud Arbery was murdered in cold blood by white supremacist hillbillies that squeal like pigs. And now we'll take it over to one of our street correspondents who'll demonstrate the privilege that white joggers have compared to African American joggers.
What do you do?
Just going for a jog.
Oh, okay.
Wow, your experience really helped me understand my own white privilege. Okay, now we'll investigate the video footage leading up to the murder. This video was leaked to the media at the request of Gregory Mcmichael himself, who thought that this video would exonerate him of murder in Arbery's death. Well, this is where their white privilege ends. The third man, Roddy, is filming with his cell phone, presumably to upload their snuff film onto WhiteTube, or whatever platform white supremacists go to masturbate to interracial snuff films. It was definitely not to document the situation for the police to see. Now, to preface the video of the shooting, we'll show this graphic depicting the chase between the Mcmichaels, the man who helped with the lynching and filmed it, William Roddy Bryan Jr., and the esteemed Ahmaud Arbery. These were the events of the chase, as described by the Mcmichaels, a stunning admission of their intent to hunt down and kill poor Arbery in cold blood. Now, as you can see, they've got Arbery completely trapped here. It doesn't matter that there is an open carry law in Georgia and they have reasonable suspicion to conduct a legal citizen's arrest. It doesn't matter that Gregory Mcmichael is a retired police officer who is familiar with these laws and also potentially familiar with Ahmaud Arbery, whom he's dealt with in past incidences. And so what if he was also enabled by local police and the homeowner to help protect his neighborhood? None of these things matter because they still trapped Arbery on this long stretch of road and forced him to try to steal their guns and shoot at them in self-defense. Arbery was so afraid that his fight or flight response kicked in, and instead of running in literally any other direction, he ran down this long stretch of road and then across the front of the truck towards Travis and attempted to disarm him. Travis Mcmichael then proceeded to murder Arbery in cold blood as Arbery desperately tried to save his own life by trying to rip the gun out of his hand. Arbery knew that his life was threatened because we constantly tell everyone about the pervasive violence of white supremacy. Arbery was a peaceful jogger who would only ever attack somebody. Hold on, this just in. We've just got some exclusive new information and footage. It appears that Arbery was arrested in 2013 and put on probation for 5 years for bringing a gun to a high school basketball game and then evading arrest. So what? Who hasn't brought an illegal gun to a high school sports event? I mean, I haven't, but I'm just a white bitch. So what do I know? Regardless, we can't let the good name of Ahmed the peaceful jogger be tarnished by far-right extremists. Every time a POC is murdered by an evil white man, white people go to great lengths to spread fake news and smear the black victim and spread hate. So that is why we edited this following footage. Just like how we edited the Zimmerman audio recordings to make him sound racist, we edited this following footage from a police encounter with Ahmaud Arbery where it appears that police tasered him 27 times unprovoked while simply rapping in the middle of a random park field in an unregistered vehicle while black.
I can smell the nastiness.
Yeah. What's your name? Ahmaud. What you doing out here, man?
They're just rapping in the park.
Gotcha. I'm fucking with you.
Wow.
Send me another unit. You don't have any warrants?
I'm rapping in the car. To instrumentals.
Okay.
It seems that white supremacy just can't bear to see a black man excel in the field of rap, rhythmic, artistic poetry. Just like how they took down Mike Brown because he spat the truth.
My favorite part is when their bodies hit the ground. I soak them up like I'm wringing out a sponge. Talking down, make me shoot off your whole tongue. Bah!
This just in. It appears that Arbery's family has just retained several famous attorneys, including Benjamin Crump, who represented the family of Trayvon Martin and Michael Brown. Some of his finest work includes switching out Trayvon's hot girlfriend, who was on the phone with him at the time of his death, with her half-sister who was morbidly obese, mentally handicapped, and definitely Trayvon's type, considering his other choices of women. This brilliant act of witness fraud was recently uncovered in Joel Gilbert's new documentary, The Trayvon Hoax, which you definitely shouldn't watch because we've discovered that Gilbert is a right-wing extremist because he once talked to Alex Jones. Ooh. Trayvon's family did not sacrifice their son's legacy as a dude who got hot pussy just so that white people like George Zimmerman and the Mcmichaels can keep getting away with defending themselves against life-threatening attacks. People like Lee Merritt, Benjamin Crump. These are the kinds of people that we're gonna need on the case if we want to bring justice and smash white supremacy. Perhaps attorney Benjamin Crump could switch out the white witness who filmed the event with his buddy Sean King. I mean, he's probably white enough to make it work. This just in. Now the man who filmed the murder, William Roddy Bryan Jr., has also been charged with felony murder. This is great news. Perhaps our aggressive reporting and the looming threat of imminent violence from the black community pushed the DA to prosecute Roddy as well. We're also now calling on any persons of whiteness who are within a 10-mile radius of the shooting at the time to please come forward and turn themselves in for felony murder unless they bear corroborating witness to our official narrative. This just in. Another black man has been murdered, this time by a white police officer. 9 minutes on the ground with a knee on his neck. R.I.P. George Floyd. Now, dozens of cities across the Western world have descended into chaos after white supremacists hijacked the peaceful protests and set the whole continent on fire. Wow. This news cycle is just moving so fast. It's hard to keep up with all this insanity. The evil pervasiveness of white supremacy knows no bounds. Now here is some shocking data about the prevalence of interracial crime in America. The stats for interracial crime are heartbreaking. Now as you can see here, it is 11 times more likely for an interracial violent crime to be black on white than white on black. What?
42% of all cop killers are black men, despite them being only 6% of the US population.
Cops were 14 times more likely to shoot a white nonviolent citizen.
Oh no, we've been hacked. Who's doing this? What? The Nationhood Watch? Alt media? I thought we censored you.
You are a rude, terrible person. You shouldn't be working for CNN.
Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. Hey folks, welcome back. First off, I want to apologize for my lack of integrity in that preceding news report. I was all caught up in the mainstream media's anti-white hysteria, as well as the rush to sensationalism, and I became just another useful idiot pushing the New World Order agenda. I was defeated by facts and logic by these fine patriots over here at the Nationhood Watch. The truth is, the evidence looks as if the Mcmichaels were within their legal rights to conduct a citizen's arrest on Arbery by having reasonable reasonable and probable suspicion of an immediate felony burglary being committed based on the past and current evidence. The Mcmichaels were also within their rights in Georgia law to open carry. It can be argued that the Mcmichaels shouldn't have pursued him to conduct a citizen's arrest, or that at least shouldn't be legal to do so. There's many small details to argue about and other important issues to discuss, such as institutional corruption, but it comes down to the fact that when a suspected felon begins attacking you and attempting to disarm you, there's an immediate danger to your life. If in the future the evidence points to Travis having shot Arbery before being attacked, these circumstances could change. However, so far the evidence points to the Mcmichaels being within their legal rights to open carry while conducting a citizen's arrest and ultimately defending oneself against being disarmed and potentially killed by your own weapon is not murder. But now this whole story, like each similar one before, is being blown up by the media while they simultaneously cover up black crime and then totally invert reality to stir up hate against whites and further divide the people. Things will not improve if the majority of people are being force-fed lies. You cannot improve your situation if you don't know what needs to be improved. I don't know what the best overarching solution is in this scenario, but I think that telling the truth is probably a good place to start.
Now that was edgy.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for some more edgy commentary videos. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.